Hey everybody, what is up? It is me, Donnie, and we are back in Foosha. Oh, I love this city so much. Let's get this hidden here. There we go. Check this out. I love this city so dang much because, let's bring this around. I have built this city from the ground up. Every single thing about it. Oh, something just got destroyed. Every single thing about it. From the mountains, the lakes, the little ponds, the trails, the waterfall here, that big giant river, the islands, every single thing. And then on top of that, creating this big, giant, wonderful city. I absolutely am just so... I love it. I'm happy with it. It's amazing. Absolutely freaking amazing. And I mean, seriously, I could not be happier with one of my builds on this game, regardless of whether this would be on PC or the, PlayStation or whatever. I am just extremely happy with this build. I love it. And I have to say, I can't wait to see where it goes and how much longer it takes. So anyway, welcome. I appreciate y'all. Let me get this set up for myself over here on the side so I can keep up with the comment section. And it'll take just a minute. My computer's slow. Let's get to the area we will be working on. But there's one thing I need to take care of first and foremost. It is right here. Look at this. The airport is destroyed. And I need to fix that. So, the only way to fix that, let's close this out. For some reason, is either I could tear that apart and put a new piece in, but I figured why not? We have fires all over the place. Let's go ahead and throw in a little road over here. Just a shorty road right there. Like that, and then we're gonna go with nope, not that. Just a quick hop, skip, and a jump like this, so people can turn around at the end there, and then where are they? Hello, where are they? There. Okay. This disaster, just the basic disaster. Oh, I did not put zoning on the road. Son of a gun. Let's go fix that. I was going to use just the basic disaster thing there, and let's upgrade. It has zoning. Why? Why did you do that to me, game? Anyway, game just wanted to mess with me at the start of it, right there. So, haha, gotcha. Anyway, we're gonna throw this down. Let me get this pulled up. I got one more button to click, I think. And there we go. Okay. So we're going to get that laid down. We have now this little disaster response unit. Basically what they're going to do is respond to any fires in the city like that I'm not paying attention to, because I had no idea that the airport was like this. And I came cruising around. I was doing stuff like this, taking care of these little sons of guns right here, like this. And doing stuff like that. Pardon me. And then all of a sudden I'm like, why is my bus line messed with right there? What's wrong with my bus line? I haven't been over here. And then I noticed that, and I looked, and I'm like, oh, crud. So what's going to happen? Oh, I got to get them some water. I got to fix a couple more things here, too, because that was part of how I found this. I was just cruising around like, oh, I need to really fix these things and take care of it. So there we go. Now let's give them some water and electricity really fast. Let's take a moment. Electricity can do this. And then the water line is going to be super simple as well. See, the helicopter's already taken off to go take care of the airport for us. Awesome. There it goes. There it goes. And then once it takes care of that, we'll come back in a moment and check on that. Hopefully remember to come back in a moment and check on that. We shall be able to fix the airport and go from there. So, what's going to happen? Oh, no problem. Kept refreshing and nothing was coming up, so I actually had to go to the channel. That's interesting. I've had that happen to me before with other people that I watch. It's just that, like, maybe you're hitting it at that right moment when I was hitting that, or no, it was coming up on the thing or whatever, so who knows. But, yeah, so I'm going to come back to that in just a moment. Like I said, there's the helicopter. It's showing up. It'll take some time for it to do all its thing and all that. So what we want to do is come back over here. This is what we were talking about last week, or what I was talking about last week. Wanting to come in here and just kind of make this area a little more of a business zone. Like, I want the offices. I really want to go heavy with offices through here, heavy with industry through here. And then I'm going to kind of switch it again before it comes back to our cargo airport. But then I'm going to use the area around it and just kind of pretend that, you know, sometimes people are going to need this area. Well, we'll get there when we get there. I've got it kind of laid out in my mind. I just want to pretend that, like, people are using this area to fly in and out a little bit as well with the cargo planes. You know, and then they're going to come in, or even the pilots themselves would come into the area, need like a hotel, want to go and eat somewhere that night. So we're going to kind of build up a little bit of a business zone here as well. Just kind of start getting this area worked on, because we're going to start heading this direction eventually on this side of the freeway, and making ourselves a nice little, you know, kind of residential and stuff like that. I've been thinking about kind of coming in here and getting into the oil, but I really don't care. I really don't. Like, it's not necessary. Maybe a little bit or something like that, but it's really just not that necessary. Because we got one more square that we can buy right there, obviously. And we could do that on, like I said, this side of the freeway. This side of the freeway is currently under protection, and we aren't going to touch anything in this side of the freeway. So that's why we have the Beltway there. That's why it's called the Beltway. So, all right, now what I want to do, last time we were here, this was just an awesome build. I really enjoyed putting this one together, getting this little park built up here at the top and everything like that. So that's why I really wanted to come back over here and kind of really go in the direction that I'm going to go with this. We're going to start laying down some even bigger things for industry, putting things out there that, you know, like the modular home thing. There's the clothing store, the lemonade store, or not store, but factory. So we're going to start stepping into that realm too, with a lot of our industry being in this area, and the offices that I want to put in here and stuff like that. So oh man, I found a new soda that I am absolutely just enjoying right now. It is Sprite and tea. They put like a tea flavor in the Sprite. It is so delicious. I just can't say enough about it. I am truly enjoying it. So anybody who likes soda, I definitely recommend it. Alright, I want to make sure I land in the right spot there, so I'm just going to shorten this to there for a second, and then I wanted... there we go. Just want to make sure I'm in my streets where I want it to be. We'll come over, connect into that, bring it over for this little zone here. Oh, let's do this. R1. Now we can get that to go wherever we want. Who makes Sprite? It's a Sprite with, it's just Sprite plus tea, and it has like, you know, just like a darker little bit, like a darker little square that says tea underneath the Sprite there. And it's, I mean, it is really good. Like, they don't overdo it on the tea flavor. And I just, yeah, I tried it the other day. I was out at a job in a little area or a city called Grants Pass. It's close to me here. And there's this great little deli in there where I'm working. And I go there for lunch. It's $5.99 for a sandwich. I've been tipping $2 to the lady that makes the sandwich. And lately she's been making it so just well filled and, you know, with everything I want, that it's like I can't even finish the sandwich all the way sometimes. Like, I've been so happy about that. So, but I'm, you know, like I said, I was kind of been tipping her $2 every time I grab a sandwich. So she's probably been enjoying that tip too. Alright, let's get that done. I'm gonna have to come over here, get this kind of set up really quick. This shouldn't take too long though. I had a really good setup through here. Watch was dinging. It was telling me I'm not active enough today. Sorry, watch. Today's not a day for activities. Off of my butt. I do that all week. Okay. Yeah, I found it there one day when I was getting lunch, and it was so good. I went and I found it at Walmart the other day, and I was very happy with myself. I also found another favorite drink of mine, Mellow Yellow, but I really didn't realize that it had, like, I forgot that it had caffeine in it, that it was like a Mountain Dew wannabe kind of thing. And I grabbed it, and I'm like, I love this stuff. Drank like 2-3 cans of it, and I was like cranked off of it. I'm like, because I'm not really used to eating, or drinking, I should say, a lot of caffeine in my diet. I have like a cup of coffee in the morning, maybe a Coke at lunch or something like that. But yeah, that was a different story altogether. All right, what are these doing here? Disappearing, that's what they're doing. Alright, let's make sure our roads aren't... Oh, they actually look pretty good. I was gonna say, I want to make sure our roads aren't tampered with in any way, like with the bug that always happens. So we'll just take a quick look. Upgrade. Oh, it is. And there's buildings on that side too, it looks like. Am I... Cheez-Its. Well, since I can't upgrade that, I know what I'll do. Stop. There you go. I'm hoping... that, I didn't mess up the buildings on that side, but we'll see. We will find out. I did not realize it. In my test build when I was doing that, I didn't really pay attention to that. I want to get rid of that power line as well. There we go. Now, actually, I need to get some more power stuff connected. I'll deal with that in a minute. I was going to say, I'm about to, like, lose a lot of energy into this for some reason. And I think it's because... Oh, I know when I happen to lose that energy. We'll get there in a minute. Okay, we got enough. Yeah, it's not. Totally not. I was like, wow, I can't remember the last time I had this. It's so good. Oh, I love it. And... I didn't really pay that much attention that I should have paid. Alright, so this is good to go. Let's go ahead. What I want to do here, with these areas, it helps out to lay down, since these count as parks, to lay down like your parking lots. I think that's already got one right there. I'll put one next to the bank here. But that'll help increase the happiness in the area with the businesses and stuff like that and offices as they start getting built. So, like I said, this side's going to be mostly offices. So we're just going to, like, really fill a lot of this in. I'm going to hit pause really quick while I do it, though, because there's a couple of places I want to mess with. That's going to be office. That's going to be office. There. I want all these along the freeway. It's like they're going to be overlooking the little industry. Like, we're watching you. You better be working. But I do want a couple of spots. There will be like a couple of small businesses. There we go. I think that's good, good, good. Now, let's go here. Is it this one? No. I wanted, okay, there's nothing in here that I can use anymore out of that pack. There's this. I think it's for... Oh, okay, that's not the big one I was thinking of. I just wanted to throw a couple of ploppables down that I liked and get them kind of set in there. We've got that. This is the big one, I think. Yeah, that's the big one. It takes up a whole, like, chunk of that. The department store, and that's another big one, too. That one doesn't even fit there, so. And I don't think we have a lot of short buildings left. 210. I don't want to put any, like, super tall ones over here. I mean, maybe. I guess we could. There's no reason not to, I guess. 119, that's not too bad. Something like that. The large bank building. Haha. 239. That thing's a beast. Look at that. Holy crud. 231. 145. That's more in range of what I'm looking at. But it's so fat. It's a big, giant tower. Is there anything smaller? 150. Ooh, look at this. Nice. Ooh, I like that. It'll fit right down in here. Then the MLM Center. Ooh, that's kind of big. 150. Yeah, it takes up a lot of space though, but ooh, right there. I like it. I think that's where we're gonna stop with those. We already have 2 of those ploppables there. And then this side, there really isn't too much, but what I want to do is we're going to take... Oh, wrong thing. Yeah, no, that was right. I want the modular house factory, and I'm going to make it go off of the street here. There we go. Then that's what's going to start pulling power from over here. So I got to get some power connected up in a moment here, about to make everything work out. But that's why I'm on pause right now, to just kind of make sure everything kind of flows into the place I want it to be, and then we can go from there. So next, there was something a little smaller. No. Yes, that was it. And I could make it go off of this road super easy, just like this. Now, what I want to do, if those are in place, is now I want to place my roads. Like, I want to kind of do it backwards than I usually do with this, so. We're going to come down this side here. Yeah, I just got to fix all this really fast. Make sure it's good to go. Doing some plopples. Alrighty. I'm going to connect this all the way through for a moment. Not that I want it all the way through, but... just like that. Just had to make sure I found that right spot. That will go all the way through. This... do that. How did I do that? Oh, I think I went the other direction. Like that. There we go. That's how I did that. Then I gotta fix those streets, obviously. Let's go with a 3. Yeah, let's go right here. I need to turn... No, they're all on. Why is it... Oh, it is off. I must have done that and not make... Whatever, alright. Oh, wait, it was for the pipelines. Durr. Like, like, why won't my roads work the way I want them to right now? Okay, and then... Yeah, I guess I could live with that. Bring that one down. And... No, this one. Alright, I like that. Now, the only thing I want to do is change up. I had a change of mind right here about something. And I think what I'm going to do is make one-way roads. There and here. I'll change that in a second. And then here. Yeah, I just like that better. Something about it. I like it. Okay. Now, I want to fix the streets that are all jacked up with the bug on them. Upgrade. These are 6-lane? Yeah, okay. And then the 4-lane here. And it goes like all the way around. This is why this little spot is probably going to get a pretty decent little rebuild go through here. See, like that 6-lane shouldn't be that way. When I threw these down, I think it was just in a hurry type of thing to kind of get the area set up. And I just wasn't really paying that much attention to how I was setting certain things down. I really don't like using these roads, the medium and large roads, for a lot of stuff. Every once in a while, like I did here. And then there's other spots too that I've done it. You know, it's useful in some areas, but I really like to keep the traffic flowing through those roads as much as possible. As you can see, there's already a decent amount of traffic here as it is. So, and it's going to get even worse. We're going to actually have to do some work on these. Since I'm in the roads, we could do it right now. No, there we go. Needs to get changed to that. I don't know why. Oh, no, I am on upgrade. Change that out. Oh, shoot, that's right. I have to do this. That one. Right? No. Oh, because I did that. Duh. Upgrade. There we go. And then this, actually, I think would make better off. Yeah, let's get this just upgraded right now. Might as well. I mean, I'm already touching it and playing around with it. Might as well just get it done. So this one will be totally better off as this. Okay, just making sure the zoning is off. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Nice. Road to turn one direction or the other. One road just coming into the direction there. And then that. Perfect. There is a stop. Oh, it's a stop. Oh, it is a stoplight there. Okay. That's why there's so much traffic right now. There we go. Oh, crap. Stoplight's like right up each other's butts. There we go. That's what's causing that. Holy moly. Okay, just making sure that's all dealt with. That should fix that problem then. Okay. Now, what I wanted to do here is switch this one up to a 2-lane just regular road. We could do it like that. As soon as they come up around this little turn, then it just turns into this, and they can go one way or the other. Then that's all good and dandy, except for that. That should be a 2-lane like that. And this, well, should be the 4-lane. There we go. We'll do our lane mathematics, get that all dealt with. Then this one, we're just going to need to change that road up right there. Make that one of these. Coming from one of these right there. Like that. Beautiful. Splits them into two, then turns into more of a road, and then they can, yeah, choose the lane that they need. So I was like, sure, I had 2 arrows. Perfect. I didn't have to do too much to that one. I like it. I like that. Alright, so everything should... Oh, no, not everything is in place. Nope, not done yet. Like I said, we're trying to build up more for our factories, these giant factories, and kind of using them in the next couple stages of our build through here. So what I want to do now is I want to grab a couple of these warehouses. I want one here by that big place. Sorry. No, I don't think you really missed too much. Just me fixing some roads that needed fixing. So that, what I want to do is just kind of carry some of the things that they're going to need. Plain timber in the area, stuff like that. And right now we're going to set it to fill. Go with this one. Go with plastics. Set that one to fill. Throw another one of these ones down over here. Give it a glass. Set it to fill. So we'll take another one of these. If it would have fit, I guess. I was gonna try it. Alright. I think this side would have fitted, actually. It does. Hold on a second. do that. Alright, and then we can put that one there. Oh. Oh, well, let me look at it with that one. Alright, whatever. I forgot to store metals. There we go. And we'll go back to fill. There we go. Okay. So those I want to fill up and be prepared for the factories over here, as well as like all the industry businesses that will be built in here. So we're going to set that up now. Actually, we can just do a big fill. Wait, large. There we go. Oh, I have to fix that little slip of the wrist. And then we could actually, I want to go in there and throw in a couple of parking lots. There we go. Again, one of those things, I throw the parking lots in, it helps the area grow and everything like that, so might as well. Like, it's not going to hurt anything. It looks like a parking lot that would be there, so. We could do the same thing over here, get a couple of parking lots. Ah, there's the bug. Damn it. Alright, we'll fix that in a minute. Don't need to put the parking lot there, I guess. How about there? Do one in the center of that. One to the side. One there, and we'll throw one down here at the end of that road. Looks good to me. Alright, let's fix that bug. Upgrade. And this one, I'm pretty sure I laid it down that way without thinking. And the same would go for those little roads and everything, so. Alright, now that that's all done, we can add in a couple of random things that we're going to need that'll help the area out with the growth. So we're going to need stuff for power. That stinks. Oh, wait, no, not that. Actually, I want to do this water tower over here. I want to add some water into the area. Oops. Let's connect that in. We did get, I don't know if you saw it or not, we did start getting this area kind of set up with the buildings. I guess I was saying floppables, and it's probably when you took off, judging by the sentence there. So, yeah, and then we started kind of throwing down the big factories out of the industries thing. A couple of them, we got the, let's go choose them. This one is the modular house factory, and then this one is the printing press. I'm just kind of building up the area around them. It does look like I need water. Take this straight up. This one over. Trying to do it without having to like switch my tools around on it. There we go. Nice. Okay. Oh, my back is hurting a little bit today. I was helping somebody move yesterday, though, so that's probably a reason why. Alright, that's all done. That's all done. We're going to have to do some modifications to the land over here to get that area prepared. So, what we're going to do is go ahead and allow things to start building. I do want to, however, make sure we're going to come off of here and do this. I'm not sure why that road doesn't have industries along this side for some reason. Whatever, fix that later. Probably just me doing weird things at the time, so alright, whatever. Oh, you know what? I want to not have to connect that. So what we can do is go grab one more parking lot, I guess. Just put it like right here. And that'll connect the power between all that with the buildings and keep that from having any problems while the buildings are building up around it and everything like that. So that's done. All that is set up for this industry. What I want to do is over here, I actually just want to set this into its own little zone. I think we already have an Umber. Oh, there's Umber Flats. Oh, look at that. Umber, this will be... But district just doesn't sound right with it. Umber Meadows, how about that? Just kind of thinking of... Well, it's all going to get taken over, so it can't really be Meadows. So, Umber... Umber Industrial and Business Park for now, I guess? I don't know. Actually, I'm going to do this. Use the ampersand. Ooh, in fact, didn't miss the water lines, you're right. Looks like the zoning is taken off that one road, explains why no buildings popped in. Yeah, that's what I was saying, is like some reason when I set it up, I was setting it up without zoning there for some reason. I'm not sure why. This side I did it properly, but like whatever I was doing at the time, I just wasn't thinking it through, and I don't have anything on that side, so we can change that right now, though, and fix all that problem. Get our industries to grow, because I need more industry right now. That's the bigger thing. I believe it is this. Yes, okay. Interesting. All right, cool. Then we can go fill. Let's do that. All right, so that's set up now. Oh, it's saving. That's set up. Now, like I was thinking, because now I'm calling it the Umber Industrial Business Park. We've got this new industry park and a new transport park, but I think I want to throw this industry park down somewhere. And it won't fit anywhere. Dag-nabbit. Ooh. Kind of have an idea. It wouldn't be right dead in the middle, though. Just get rid of that part of Holly Street, and then everybody can just drive around, but, I think if I was to use it. The only option I would have would be to like take out a street, and I really don't want to do that. So let's go to this, because I'm pretty sure there is at least a statue or something. Yeah. That doesn't want to fit either. Are you fucking with me? Fine. Whatever. Fine. Fine. I don't care. Whatever. Whatever. Not like I wanted to use it or anything. Statue of shopping. I mean, yeah. I guess if we throw this in, would it fit there like perfectly? Oh yeah, nice. Nice. All right, I'm down with that. At least we found something and it fits in really good right there. So I'm cool with that. Totally cool with that. All right, so the rest of this, let's go in here. I'm gonna grab this, set it to shopping malls. And, oh, no, I wasn't ready. Nope. There we go. And let's grab those. The city planning, high-rise ban. I wanted that. And then we can, just tap on those, I guess, since that's kind of the whole area and everything. Filter. We're not going to really have any, other than this and this, there's not going to be anything other than businesses in here. But I also want to have offices and businesses in here, so that's why I did it, the district, in the way I did. So let's do a few of these. Come on. Probably would have been better to fill it in and then take out the ones I wanted to use. Do some businesses there. Actually, you know what? Let's cut that one, do that instead. And I'm going to do that. All right, then I will do select. Like that. What's really cool is apparently I already had a subway set up here, so that's nice. That'll help people get here. Come on. Alright, and then over here on this side, I actually wanted to put down these small business stuff because of the, because of that. There we go. And actually this side, let's do the same, just for the giggles. Kind of keep around the height of that side. I mean, I did put the, ban on the high-rises using the high-rise things, but I mean they can't grow to the full size. So how did the name of Umber Business change back to Umber District? Did it? Oh my god. That is such a pain in my ass. I must have hit the wrong button or something, I don't know. That's My goodness. Okay. I don't know, man. I don't know. Sometimes I just don't hit the button, I guess, and that's what happens. R2. There we go. Alright, so, did we set up... Okay, yeah, now we need to set up our businesses on this side. Let's just go ahead and do that. It'll just be easier to fill it in. Just go ahead and hit play, let that do its thing. It's going to start building more of the offices and the industrial over here than the business, obviously, right now. It will build a couple business, but, you know, we'll see what happens. So I guess it's already laying some stuff down right there. Look at that. Now, while it's doing that, building up through there, we'll step back, allow it to do its thing, and, oh, look, those are all starting to fill in now. They're like, yeah, we really wanted some businesses there. I don't know why you wouldn't allow it. Alright. So, like I was saying, as this fills up, we'll just kind of step over here, start working on this area that I was talking about. Thinking of, like, where the pilots will come in and, you know, other people that might fly in on those types of planes. I know that they sometimes allow, like, small passenger areas for people that work for them or whatever. Military planes might use the airport. I constantly see the Navy flying in and out of our airport here in Medford. And then there's jets. There's a couple of jets that come from Klamath Falls, and they'll do touchdowns, and they'll fly around the valley in big ass circles, and then they do a touchdown at the airport, and then they fly back up. That's all you hear for hours is friggin' jets taking on and off and on, whatever. And you're like, and you get stuck staring at them every time, like, yeah, those are so cool. That's the awesomest thing I've seen. Alright, I don't want to take away too much here, but we're going to mess with the soil a little bit. Do that. We're going to take the strength all the way down. Well, maybe not. Alright, hold on. I got an idea. Got a better idea. How about we just go ahead and grab what's down here, turn the strength up, and we'll just base it off of this. We are going to have to carve into the mountain here. Come on, game. There you go. Let's take a wide look back. Can actually... I wish it would just automatically lower the road for me. I didn't have to do all this song and dance right here. Do that. Come in here a little bit more, like they leveled it out for the airport and everything as well. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, back to the roads. Let's go ahead and... what do we have here? regular road, 2-lane. And that. So we'll put this in first. Wait. Straight and zoning off. Go like that. It's actually not quite as good as it was before. Well, I kind of like that one a little better, but I think it's one more. Oh, close. It was one too far then. There we go. Yeah, I do like that a little better. All right. I mean, it still looks a little slightly wider on that right side, but level-headed decision. Just needed to work out over here. So what I want to do is, because this is the edge of the city, so to speak, the edge of the map, I want to take this road so I'm thinking we're going to start here. I'm just going to run it along the bottom of this little cliff, basically. Now we can leave that end going off like that. That's fine. We can eventually work that area out too. Now will maybe not yet. Hold on. What's going on here? There's just a little too much of it. Just a little too much that wasn't flat there, so there we go. Good. Stop that. Straight line. Straight line. Now it changes up the area, but it makes it look a little bit more unique than what it was before, that weird half oval. And then from there, like I said, this kind of, we could take this land here, work it out, in the future, however it kind of comes out. This area, I'm really considering doing more residential through here, like more of the single home residential through this area because of the mountain, and kind of trying to utilize that a little bit. Just up to the bottom of this right here. Like kind of right along where the green really starts turning brown right here. So we'll go with that in the future. Kind of, and like, just to get a good idea though, it's kind of like how I ended the city here or whatever with the edge of this hill. I didn't want to keep climbing up it, but I wanted to utilize, just right there. Just right there. And that's kind of what I'm thinking right there. So just right around the bottom. But now let's get back over here. This, one thing that I was just playing around with, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to go with it. I like it. And that's oops, looking in the wrong road areas here. That was just doing a road directly over the middle like I've done in a couple other areas, allowing the people coming back and forth between these two zones to have either a walkway right through the center of everything there. So a walkway, a driving area road, whatever. So like just the ability to travel and not have to go all the way around, which they would if they had to, but I know if it was real life, I would not enjoy that. And would much prefer to have if I'm staying in like a hotel here, and there's a nice restaurant right here, I would love to just walk right there and not have to go in a whole bunch of different routes and find the walkway over here and then walk all the way back on these streets. It's nice. So In fact, I did mess up though. I wanted to do this. Hold on. That was not right. Straight. Guess we turn our zoning back on. That'd be smart. And we'll just stop that about halfway through on that. Alright. Now, there we go. And then on this side, we'll do the same thing. Put a road down a little tighter. It's got to keep grabbing the stuff I don't want it to grab. Why? Why are you doing this to me? There we go. I like having the little drive, you know, under area right there. It just makes it look a little more unique. I can just add a little bit more to the area and everything like that as well. You know, there'll be more buildings in there. You don't have to do any weird cuts or anything like that. There's just this one little zone where the road goes to where it's not going to build anything, so. And then this, let's go ahead and go to freeform. Best thing to do is just follow this. As best as possible. Come on, there you go. Nope, don't grab that one. Don't grab that one. It's close enough, I guess. Oh, it wants to do some weird little bend there. And we'll do that. And then this side, basically kind of doing the same thing. We'll find that line. We'll just bring it on back. Should connect up just right. There we go. Almost just right. Almost just right. All right. Let's go ahead and do something like this. Then here, I'm thinking we could do something just kind of off the wall. Doesn't have to connect in or anything like that, you know. We could make some walkways or anything like that on that side, like this. Yeah, the residential area. Yeah, it just... And the thing is having, you know, area for people that need to work. There's going to be other industrial stuff kind of right here next to the freeway a little bit. Like right here, I'm still going to utilize it a little bit more for industrial. But it's just, you know, pushing it this direction. And then there's, like I said, there's a whole other square we can buy right here. And we can take this and just kind of have fun with it around the mountainside and make a nice little cool looking community there or whatever. So I really like messing with the roads, not being like super perfect with them. All right, let's finish up the other side now. I was wondering where that line was. There we go. And of course, gotta keep grabbing that line. Hold, let me get where I need it to be. What in the world? It didn't connect the one side properly there. It looked weird. And this side, we'll kind of do something similar as far as like staging it off of the center here. But on this side, what I think would be kind of nice, I don't know. I was kind of thinking about going this long ways with it, but I don't think that's going to work out. I don't think it will. But we can do this. No, not that. And this. It still says 90. It's got that weird twist to it. Alright, we'll do that. Whatever. It's good to me. Awesome. Except for the fact that now you can't get in and out of this side except up there. And this side... Aha! Oh, yep. That's what I wanted. Oh my gosh! I knew that was going to happen, but I needed to fix that line, so. Now we need to go fix this damn bug. Nope, up, grab it, that one, thank you. Just make sure to mess anything up there. Check this side. Good to go, good to go. Okay. Now, I thought there was another small factory. Let's take a look at these really quick. We've got the seafood factory, but I don't... Man, that would be a long ass distance for the seafood factory to drive. But if we could figure out somewhere to put it over here in the future, that would be great. So we'll skip that. We got the furniture factory, which is another small one, but not quite small enough. Bakery, there we go. I think we throw that in. But we're going to have to... That one's going to need imported materials, I think, because we don't have... I mean, I guess there's farms over here. Yeah, we should probably put the bakery over here then. But the bakery... kind of interested in dropping it there, but we'll come back to the bakery. We'll come back to that. So this is huge. Can't put that anywhere right now. Household plastics factory is another. That one's actually kind of small enough to possibly manage in here somewhere. Say we took this road out and we added it in like that. That would work out. The toy factory is another smaller one that you could do something similar. You go like that. My idea was to kind of just modify stuff here as I played around. Nope. Not going to fit quite well there, so we can check out like the soccer oven's huge. Petroleum factory is huge. Clothing factory, another big one. I think all the rest of them are pretty massive, to be honest. Let's get a back view here. That one's not as massive as all the others. Those are definitely. I don't want to do that. The food factory, that's not going to fit. Sneakers. And the shipyard, but the only place I can think of that would be suitable for the shipyard is actually all the way over here, which is in our protected area. As you can see, there's this green area here. Not everything else is sand on there. All along here, all here. All this is sand. I mean, I guess I could... This is another small protected area. I mean, I could probably figure out something in here, like kind of adjust, but I don't know yet. There's more that can be bought over here, so it's potentially... could get built over here on the other side of that little, like, dip in the sand. So, I think what we're going to do is we're going to try to get this bakery to fit. Oh no, not the bakery, the toy factory to fit. We'll hit it down like that, and we'll come back here to the roads, fix the roads. Stop that. Stop it. There we go. So all I did is delete the wrong road there. Just had to do that. Now that's good. And all around that, what I want to do is now just kind of place down, like I did before, offices, things of that matter. But I think, though, because again, we're surrounding the airport, I want to go ahead and just increase the size of Umber Business and Industrial. Like that. Just because it's going to use all the same stuff, so we can district it out. Then let's go ahead and set up offices. I like the fill tool, but I also like to use the paint tool when I can. I'm gonna do a lot of offices on this side. I think I can get rid of that. Hold on. I want to get rid of those power lines. Okay, I can. I can. And then here, we'll just throw down a few office areas. And this is going to mostly be business. Yeah. And then you'll see what else we'll do over here. They'll be very useful, needed in our town. Actually, we could start doing that now. Go here, grab our bank. We'll need a bank in the future here, so do that. Then we'll grab some hotels. We're going to definitely need a lot of hotels. I want to do stuff that's going to be about the business area, like the budget hotel here. Do like 2 of those. Then we can grab a small hotel. There was one more that's like, there we go, City Hotel. And I think that'll be good for that. Then we can come back here. We had some other little buildings I was interested in, like this, the casino. But it's big, so I didn't know if it would fit here or not. Doesn't look like it's going to. There are a few things that might work, though. Just ploppables here. Let's see. No. Official park. We're going to build an official park. When it comes to parks, I like using certain ones. Those are cool if you're like, I don't know. I mean, I guess it would work, but not necessarily what I'm looking for. Don't want any towers in the area on this so much. Never just getting into stuff like that, so. Yeah, I think we aren't going to look at too much else here. That is quite the tall building. I guess it's far enough away from where the planes are coming in. Okay, then I guess it just allow it to do its thing. Again, it doesn't need anything right now, so it's just going to take forever to build through anything in this area. Oops, not over there, not over there. And then the other thing I think would be smart to do kind of almost feel like turning it into like leisure specialization or like tourism. Kind of interested in doing that for what the area is. It's pretty useful. Yeah, I guess this is more, I mean, it's kind of for, it's not really for tourists, because this isn't a regular airport. This is more for the businesses and stuff. So leisure, I think, would be the better way to go. And then it's going to make a bunch of businesses disappear, but that's fine. Oh, we got to get the water fixed. Man, it is getting hot in my room. Let's see, 74 outside right now. I need to get like a bigger fan for my window, I think, is what I gotta do. I don't really want to go buy like an AC unit. That'd just be dumb. We have an AC in the house. It's just on days like this where we're not wanting to run the AC unit. You know, normally you can open the doors and windows and stuff cools off on a day like today, so. It's just, I've got the tiniest little fan. It's like probably 7 or 8 inches wide, or yeah, and it just doesn't really do anything. Maybe 9 or 10 inches, I don't know. Just not enough. $64. Not too bad. That's actually pretty nice temperatures. What's funny is, so I think I'd personally just run hot also. Like when I'm at work, like over the winter, there was near the end of winter, we were getting some snow on the ground. It was getting really cold. And I was still like, I'd go inside, I'd be doing work, and I'd just start baking, and I'd all the way down to like my t-shirt, and I'd need something outside, and I'd be outside in the snow, just cold as heck, and I'm just enjoying it for like however long as I'm getting tools or whatever out of my car. So I don't know, I just run hot sometimes, and it's probably what's going on. Like I said, I just need a little bit bigger fan, but it would help because of that. So alright, that's all good to go. Everything, like I said, it's just gonna take a while to build up. There's so much already going on in the city. Let's go ahead and back out. Hit this, close. There's already just so much going on in the city. It's just making it impossible for this side to continue to grow as fast as it needs to, or as fast as I would like it to, I should say. So, you know, these things are gonna take some time. It's fine with me though, as long as we're set up and ready to go. We got stuff going on. It's gonna be all right. Now the electricity here, that's, I think the best way to fix that, it's gonna be our parking lots. Oh, there we go. Do, 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 do. I do not know what happened there. Bet we could cover it with the parking lot. Nope, we cannot. Son of a gun. Maybe we'll put a walkway there. We'll give them the fire station and the police station parking lots, bigger ones. There we go. Looks great. All right, so that'll get the power running around like it should. There we go. Let's go. Hey, nope, closed. Nope. Hide, that's what I wanted. There we go. Son of a gun. Just don't have the button pushing technique. Right? It's exactly. You're like, oh, well, you know, I'm comfortable right now. It's hot in there. Trying to cool off. A lot of times if we're working apartments and stuff, they have heaters, these big industrial heaters running in them, so that they can warm up the buildings for the drywall, the flooring, all these different things that has to be done, that they have to have temperatures, you know, at a certain point for. So these buildings, like, you're working, you're rushing around, you're doing your job, and like you just start getting so hot inside of there. All right, that is getting a little bit of growth on it right there on that edge where we refixed that road. This has definitely gotten the most of the growth out of everything, these two little spots here. It's far as business, industrial, all that. Then over here has gotten a couple of things. It should start popping off at some point here. Really kind of blending in with the rest of everything. And once it starts doing that, then what I want to do is come through and at least on this side and through kind of here, I guess, start putting in more trees and stuff like that. Really getting that decorating finished up on this point, making it look good. As we come towards the industrial zones here, of course, I want to not put down a bunch of trees and stuff, but we can start throwing down some, you know, decreasing it from the trees down to like rocks and bushes and grass and stuff like that going into the zone. Because areas like this, I just hate leaving them so plain. And of course, you got a tree here that's trying to die. But I hate leaving them so plain, and I like doing stuff like this, you know. Let's go ahead, we'll play with it really quick. Throw down good rock formation here. Get this one to combine. That should be good, like that. I love that it allows me to do that, at least in the game, because, you know, then you can make it a different rock formation. You know, I could even switch that around to where the bigger one was popping off the side of that other big one and stuff, and it would make it a different rock formation. So that's nice. I like that. Then we can go with some stuff like this, because taking up the area with these is probably, well, no, I don't want to take up too much area with that. Throw some of these down. Kind of get a few spread out so that the area looks good. All right, now this is the part you get into this thing where you're like trying to place rocks down, and then you don't want them to be the same thing, and it makes it such a pain in the butt sometimes. But I guess we'll just kind of pick and choose our areas for these. It's just, you don't want all the rocks going the same direction, you know? It doesn't look right. And then when it throws down 100 of the exact same rock in front of you, though, a little hard to, oh my gosh. Ooh, a smaller rock. Finally a small rock. What in the world? Oh, back to the large ones. Trying to get somewhat comfortable because my back hurts. I might go throw a lidocaine patch on after I'm done here. I think I have one or two somewhere. Alright, now let's hide the ugliness of the rocks with the prettiness of the plants. We can throw in a couple of patches of this. I do like using this when I can. It does make some areas work out pretty good. Especially coming away from the giant rock formations, you know, you're able to put this out here. It looks like it was just kind of, you know, spreading. growth and that's just spreading, so. On that interchange, you have the highway off-ramp splitting to either side of the crossing street, but only a single on-ramp from each side. Why'd you do it that way? Well, because this one comes to this street, so that's why I did, even though they don't use it properly, obviously. And this one, when I brought it in, I was having trouble at the time. I was just doing it quickly, and so I brought them in off to the side here at that time and just kind of brought that in that way. So yeah, it's not identical. It's not like if I would have done it that way. I was gonna try to do it that way, and it just didn't happen because I had Cook Street coming in, and it was just giving me that issue. I was like, I might as well just use Cook Street. Now, what I'm wondering is why in the world does this have grass through the industrial zone? Like, what was I thinking when I did that? I must have, like, been upgrading at the time or something. Oh, I bet it was because of the bike lanes or something, but I don't care about that. But that's industrial there. That's just doesn't seem right. Doesn't seem right. Okay. But yeah, I wanted to. When I originally built it, I was originally trying to do both sides that way, and it just wouldn't come out properly. Like I said, because of Cook Street being where it was at the time. The highway on-ramps were an afterthought to Murray Bridge and Cook Street and all that, so kind of went with the just with what I had, I guess. Let's go ahead and start grabbing like grass, bushes, things of that nature. Get it? Nature. Haha. Alright. I know. I actually made a really good uncle joke yesterday. I was making dinner, and I made some delicious corn on the cob, and I made a one of those U-shaped summer sausages, all on the Traeger outside. And I put them all on the same plate, and I said, look, I made a corn dog. I thought it was great. I thought it was the best. I made myself laugh so hard. And I went and shared it on X, too. And a couple of the guys that I know are dads and uncles on there, they laughed. Like, yep, that's a good joke. We're getting old. What? Oh, it's saving. Just a couple of randoms out here. Let's grab the bushes now. In fact, it's kind of going to be easier to probably just do that. Let the bushes lie where they want to be. Oh, we got to throw some grass on this side too. Maybe not. I'll see if it would just pop out. We're in good spots, but I like placing the grass where I want it to be. throw a little bit right there. There we go. See, having a little bit of fun. Popped in here and just made it look a little bit better. But yeah, I mean, maybe in the future this might even just get all torn out and completely redone. As you can see, there's a F ton of traffic. Why? Why is there this? Why? What the heck? I don't understand. I must have been like sleep gaming and came in here and like started changing things around, adding stoplights in places. The fact that it's backing up this far, I mean, there's a lot of traffic coming into this area now, so it's gonna be bad. What in the world is going on here? All these people are just... I mean, this isn't a real airport. Is it? Did I make this a real airport? I did make it a real airport. Holy shit. Yeah, look at that. That's a regular little airport terminal on this side. These are basic planes. Well, look at that. Totally thought I had nothing but industrial cargo stuff going on over here, but there is a little tiny airport, basically. I'm like looking like, where are all these cars coming from? Oh, a plane landed. Dude, it's a great joke. I think next time you're making, you know, hot dogs and corn, try it. And I'm sure you'll get a laugh. We got some trash issues here we're going to have to deal with. And I bet the best way to do that is going to be with this. We'll throw one down there and... Ooh, it's not going to fit. Probably fit one. No. I don't think the airport needs one on the inside there. That won't be proper. Yeah, we'll just leave that one for now, see how it does. That shoots out like 30 trucks on its own, so I mean, I could put one here. Nice. Alrighty, let's hide this and take a quick look at what we've got going on, what we've accomplished, and what we've done. So, Foosha, super large. This city is amazing. How many people we got? Hold on. 256,072 people. Like, oh my god, 250,000 people. 250,000 people in this city. That is so dang amazing. Oh, I love it. And it's just going to keep getting bigger. We got so much to work with, so much to do. And what we did today, I think is going to be super beneficial. It's going to allow us to start having a super good need for more residential and things like that, which is why I'm saving like this area. Those are going to be for residential zones. And then like we were talking about, we're going to do some residential around the mountainside here and stuff like that. So that's why I want these areas to build up so much. So we're in here. We've got our kind of office area, a little bit of business, but most of that is just office. Tied in, there's a tunnel that goes through right here under the freeways and everything, and then pops up right there and ties in both the industrial side and the the offices and stuff like that. Then just kind of continuing on up here, making it a little more, like I said, useful to the people coming in and out of the airport there, but also allowing us the space to put our industrial needs out there that we're going to want to, use, like the giant factories and such like that. So I do want to use a few more of them. Like I was showing, like the bakery, we'll figure that out. We'll figure out, some of the other ones that we have in there. Probably going to use like this area here as we're throwing in the industrial for one or two more factories or something like that, just as we get there over the next couple of weeks, we'll figure it out and start putting that stuff down there and making it work out. But for now, I think I need to go eat something. I'm starting to get a little bit of a headache. Maybe drink some water instead of this Sprite, because I don't think I'm drinking any water today, and that'd probably be best. So, I think this is a great place to stop. Thank you all for joining me today. I really appreciate it. This has been a pleasure. I absolutely love playing City Skylines, and I absolutely love playing City Skylines and showing it off to people out there, and letting them see what I can create. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I will be back on in a little bit after I've gotten a quick break. Take care of a few things around here, laundry, and just some stuff I need to do for, why can't I think of it? eBay and things like that. So, until a little bit later, I will be off on to play some Baldur's Gate 3. Not sure when, but keep an eye out for that if you want to see that. And until then, everybody, you have a great day. David, thank you so much for joining me today. You have been awesome. And I will see you next time.